Prepare yourself for an entertaining and somewhat informative hour of MMA Talk Radio.
My mission here is to motivate.
Out of the red corner, Joe Show. Out of the blue corner, Timbo Slice. And your host, Fight Fit Lifestyle founder and UFC fighter, Stephen Ocho Peterson.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, man, we're still here.
Man, I woke up with this really bad cough and sneezing. How y'all doing?
Good thing sneezing's not one of the
Fever
symptoms.
and a drip.
Yeah,
That's why you're on that side of the table.
So,
it's rough out here, man.
yeah, man.
Closed all the gyms in Dallas, so I'm out of work.
Yeah, my gym was closed.
Oh, and McKinney as well.
Mm-hmm.
Closed all the freaking clubs, bars, restaurants. So, like, a lot of people are out of work. So what are we going to do now?
Freedom. Remember when everybody thought they were living?
Yeah.
Thought this was a free country? No. Go to your rooms. Don't come out until we say it's safe.
It's kind of interesting how they're doing that in different states, that they're going to total lockdown. I'm like,
California?
yes.
Yeah, California's on a 24-hour lockdown.
Only 24?
Well, yeah, 24 hours a day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good
they're
that we-
straight. They're
thank you.
straight lockdown.
We're doing our homeschooling where there's 24 hours in the day.
I think we're gonna
Smart ass.
get there here. You know what I mean? I think it's only a matter of time. On the way here, there was so many people out on the roads. Where are they all going?
Oh,
They're not going to work.
they're not going to work, but I had a friend that
They're out of work.
They went to Kroger early this morning, said it was a madhouse. I actually just stopped at the Walgreens over here, and I was getting something for
Toilet paper?
a gathering that I might have of less than 10 people. And
What are y'all doing? There ain't shit to do.
And there was
Board games?
there was a lady that was buying she was buying hand sanitizer. And I'm like, huh. So it's available in places. You just have to look for it.
You just have to look. They're still restocking the shelves.
You can use soap.
As of now, they haven't shut down the trucks bringing stuff.
That's,
in.
No.
We're still
that's
getting
the essential
supplies.
part. That's commerce. That's essential to surviving the rest of the economy.
Everybody was buying hand sanitizer. I was buying protein. I was getting like tuna, protein bars. Yeah, that's what's going first.
Now's the time when you need to stock up on
food
and water,
beer,
and ammo. I guess a little bit of liquor, but now I'm just gonna get depressed and develop a drinking problem.
Develop a drinking problem?
Yeah.
Huh. You know,
Well, it's a problem when it's not social, right?
Yeah.
when you're just
drink
by
alone.
yourself.
I still stick to the 5:30 rule, so I don't drink till 5:30 every day.
In what time zone?
Yeah.
What time zone?
Yeah, I don't drink. I don't day drink. Never have. I'm not good at it. It just puts me to sleep.
Jared, don't you know that practice makes perfect?
Yeah.
Joe's
I've
developing.
just never been good at it, is what I'm saying.
He's developing a lying problem.
Yeah. He's developing.
He's already had that one, man.
Yeah. Pretty good liar. So, I got a story for you.
Let's go.
A buddy of mine owns a gym in Dallas. Back in December, he had a student come in real sick. Just lets him work out anyways. Has the coughing, all the symptoms of the Chinese flu. What's Trump calling it? The Chinese virus?
Kung flu.
Kung fu. Kung fu.
Kung flu.
Kung flu. So a couple of people get in the gym. All those people go to the doctor, get tested for the flu. It's not the flu. He's got a virus. Send them all home. This was back in December. He had just got back from China. Came back from China with the flu. Some type of weird flu, but they didn't recognize it at the time. Sent him home.
There is a theory going out that we already had it.
We already had it, yeah.
I mean, there was a time around December, maybe January, where everybody at Fortis was getting sick.
But nobody had the flu.
I didn't get sick, but my brother, he was sick for about 2 weeks. I'm not going to name names, but some of the UFC fighters, some of the pros were sick, and then all of them got it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get it. I think it's because I was
day
not,
drinking.
Because you
I
were
had
training.
surgery, yeah. But I was still on the mats. I was still there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just injured. So Yeah, it might have already passed through. You know, a lot of us already got something.
Well, if you look at the back of a Lysol can, read the back of a Lysol can. It says coronavirus. On the
Now
back.
they do.
I know. I told my wife, I was like, let's check the Lysol cans from November to see if it had coronavirus on it. If you
have Lysol cans from November laying around?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, look at the back of the label. It says coronavirus. It's so it's been around. It's been there. Why don't they do this lockdown every year? People get the flu. Is what I wonder. When you get the common flu,
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because it doesn't matter what age
Why,
you
doctor?
are. It doesn't matter what. I've talked to many medical professionals that are in the know. It doesn't matter what age you are. When people are getting sick, they're going to the hospital and they're being put on ventilators. The reason the older people are dying is because when there's so many people in the hospital at one time, they have to choose who gets the ventilator. This guy that's 30 or this guy that's 70. The 30-year-old guy is going to get the ventilator.
I've
because
heard
he has
stories of
more
that,
life.
but in Italy, I haven't heard any of that shit
Right.
around here. And
New Orleans, it's starting to happen.
And
So there's a big breakout in New Orleans of the virus. Too many people are getting it, and they're having to choose who gets the ventilators and who has to suffer.
makes you want to move to the country.
shit, I think I just have the short straw in this group.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
They're saving.
I'm gonna get a ventilator.
They're saving the producer first. She's the youngest one here.
So yeah, I would imagine women and children and young adults would get the ventilators first, and that is why the older people aren't making it.
But the,
Well, and
but
they have-
younger
And the
people
odds are that the younger people will be able to
fight it off because they're
fight
healthier
it-
to begin
fight
with.
it better.
I think the average age is like 81. The people that are dying from it, I'm like, well, yeah. So it's a weird time. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's a very weird time, and MMA is on hold.
There's nothing to
Dana
watch.
White finally gave in. I mean, there was nothing he could do. He's got all his employees and stuff. He needs to let them go prepare for lockdown, and and they got rid of mass gatherings of 50 and now even 10 people. You can't have an MMA card without 10 people. He does say that the Khabib fight is going to happen.
On the moon.
He's going to try on the moon. He's going to try and find a place for that to happen.
I think it's very plausible for it to happen. I think it can be done in international waters. I think there's also
On
other
a ship?
countries that it can be done. Hell yeah. And just have the main event. Get rid of everybody else, right?
Just one
What-
fight out on
you-
a tanker.
How many people stuck in their homes are going to pay for that fight? Just that one fight. That's all. In boxing, they do it all the time where they only have one like main fight.
Yeah, they have some.
Or what if they took all the main events from the 3 weeks that they canceled, and they had like a 4-fight mega card? Because the pay-per-views usually only 5 fights, anyways, and then you got the undercard.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do like
I
a,
would- eliminate all the undercard and-
yeah, get rid of the undercard. Just have the main card
do a $29 pay per view
and sell a little bit cheaper pay-per-view.
He's going to do a $109 pay-per-view.
for one fight.
You think he's gonna do it up?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, losing a lot of money. But if he did it like a $50 pay-per-view, a lot more people are going to tune in. I think everybody's
but going
to tune in.
They're all going to. Well,
They better fight.
there's a yes
25
and no to
minutes.
that because a lot of times who's paying the majority of that? There's individuals that are doing the pay-per-views at their home. Bars and restaurants are bringing people in and paying big money for the pay-per-view, and it's based off of the capacity of the establishment of how much that. I think it's
Right.
I forget.
It's very expensive.
Is it $50 per
head.
per head on the based on the capacity? If they don't fill up the capacity, they're still paying whatever their capacity is for that fight. So they're not going to be open to buy that anyway.
Yeah. But I normally don't get the pay-per-view at my home, and I would definitely get it at my home.
Why don't they
if
just
we're all
test?
stuck
Why don't they
there.
just test everybody?
And to do a fight like that, they would. They're talking about doing
They-
that with basketball. They're going to sequester these certain athletes. They're going to test them for a couple weeks, and then they're going to create some tournaments for almost like a pay-per-view for people to watch.
Are
But
they?
there's talk about it. But they have to put them in quarantine first
Yeah.
to make sure that everyone that's going to participate is clean.
Right. You can't be having them moving around, and basically, yeah, everybody's going to get it in that case.
Maybe.
Well, either they're all going to get it or they all. Well, why don't they just start a league with everybody that has it already?
Everybody that's had it. Because once you have it, then
You can get it
develop
twice.
You can get
immunity. I don't believe so.
You can get the flu twice.
This is a virus.
The virus is the flu.
Once your body develops an immunity to a virus, then you're no longer susceptible.
I did read one thing where you could get it more than once,
Yeah.
but I don't know how they know
you
that
can
because
get
who's
the
had
flu-
it more than once.
The flu's a virus, and you can get it more than once. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Huh.
I wouldn't test
Because
that.
I saw
how
a
did you do
study
in
where
med
it
school?
said basically everybody's going to get it, but then once you get it, then you're recovered from it. They're not saying that you can get it.
Not everyone's going to recover
To
from
get
it, but
Yeah.
but you can. You're right. You're building up your immune system. So other flus and things have been around, and our bodies have developed an immune system, and able to fight off that stuff. So what you're saying is, the more this goes around, we're going to start developing. Our body's going to develop an immune system. We'll be able
Yeah,
to,
so keep in mind, we're just speculating.
Yeah,
I mean,
we have no idea what we're
not,
talking about.
We're not doctors.
I just play a doctor.
I feel like I know more
with the
than
doctor.
your average person out there because I've talked to many medical professionals that I know. But yeah,
Gas is cheap.
gas is down, stocks are down.
Yeah,
Oh,
If you
dude.
expect it to bounce back, I think in the next week would be a good time to start investing into some stocks.
Yeah, I think we'll be.
I think
The airlines are down.
I should have waited another couple of weeks before I bought in on some.
Yeah.
I think a couple more weeks, and people are going to be so stir crazy. They're like, "Fuck that! I'm going out."
True. And you know the way I found out that gathering a 10 or more. So if I charge everyone that comes into my house rent, so they're basically a member of my household, so they live there because they're paying me rent, so I can have more than 10 people. Correct?
You got this figured out.
I do.
Since you're going to be the first one dead.
So I might as well go out with a bang. So Saturday night.
Saturday night.
What's popping, Tim?
What's popping?
I haven't done anything all week. I mean, I've gone on a couple runs, but
You haven't done anything all week?
I feel like, yeah, except for like supply runs.
There's going to be a lot of babies born in 9 months. Don't you think?
I can't talk about what I've done.
Oh, I've just been hanging out at the house, homeschooling.
Yeah. So the
Working
the
out.
kids are out of school on extended spring break, and the government is recommending that you homeschool your kids through the remainder of the school year.
Yeah, well, they
Regardless if they reopen the gyms and all that, the schools is going to be a heavily impacted spot.
condensed. There's
And
a lot of people.
And a lot of the was it 6th through 12th? They're doing online stuff. They're doing all
Yeah.
computers, so they're still doing stuff. But it's the younger kids. But what do they really fucking learn in elementary school?
How to stay busy.
Quite a bit.
How to stay busy.
My
How
kids-
to socialize.
No, you'd be.
How to get along with other people.
Yeah.
True.
What did your daughter post? She sent you a text.
She sent me this.
A millennial text. I don't listen to any millennials. None of them.
Hold on, let me see if I can find this.
But
and
they're
read it.
saying there's no way that they can, put us on a 24-hour lockdown because it's unconstitutional. But here we are.
Yeah, we'll see.
Here we are. Look at California.
They'll be taking your guns next, bro. Crazy.
Oh no, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
They might be trying.
Oh, they'll take it one way or the other, whether you're laying there full of holes.
But
They're
if
gonna get
you're
'em.
already on quarantine and you can't basically, congregate with other people, then all you have is your phone. So if they take away your phones and
Then we're in trouble.
Your media, yeah, then
So-
you're in major trouble.
This is what Joe is referring to that my daughter sent me, and I really don't understand why she sent it to me. Millennials are not partying. We and our anxiety issues are holed up working from home, watching Hulu, and yelling at our parents not to go outside. It's Gen Z you want to worry about.
Hey, Tim, you know what else they
Generation
teach
Z.
in elementary school? How to read, buddy.
Well, I have to go back and forth on this to enlarge it so I can see it.
He's got the large text on his phone.
Oh, okay. It's an eye issue. Okay. gotcha.
Yes, it's an eye issue, not a reading issue.
I'm inviting all kinds of people to our watch party because I know you motherfuckers are sitting home, sitting there, watching the news.
So let's give him something entertaining to listen to.
So
I think we are.
how many people in Texas die of the flu every year? 30,000 people or so. It is a ridiculous. Yeah, look it up. Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, but that's not the issue.
More? No, 15,000. from the flu every year.
Yes, there's a major amount, but that's not the issue. The issue here is if too many people get this virus at one time, then the hospitals will be overrun. So they're trying to slow down the spread. They didn't say, they never said in the media they were going to stop the spread. They're trying to slow down the spread so that they can handle basically the influx of new patients coming in with the virus.
And they're figuring out other ways with the ventilators. I just heard something that they can retrofit the anesthesia machines that you have for when you do surgery and they put you under to turn it into a ventilator. So there's hundreds and thousands and millions of those. There's millions of those, as the word I kept hearing on the press conference. So they're trying to turn those into something that's going to work with this.
How many? 200,000 people in the U.S. die every year of the flu. So there you go. The regular flu. How come they're not quarantining the whole damn city when the flu comes around?
Because they have a
200,000.
They have a flu shot.
A vaccine?
A vaccine for that.
So next year, it's all going to be about the corona vaccine. Everybody's going to be running out.
Oh, you're going to get the coronavirus or the corona vaccine. It's going to be mandatory. Just wait.
The flu vaccine? Well, I don't know if it would be mandatory. You think so?
If it's as contagious as they're saying it is, then
so is herpes. I mean, you don't have to get a herpes vaccine. So what I've
they
heard.
don't have the vaccine.
It's called condoms.
They can't help you there, Tim. Joe.
I've only had it once, bro. This shit goes away.
Why are you throwing us out there?
The producer's looking at us like, ugh.
I've been safe.
So,
Say for the last week.
have you been watching any like zombie movies or like contagion movies? I'm not feeding into more bullshit.
Ah, man. I'm just trying to like get away from it. I really wish that now is a great time where it would pay to have a house in the middle of nowhere and just like have land to go walk around, because if you're stuck in the house, like I'm still going to the park and stuff. But if we're on a 24-hour lockdown where I can't leave the house, then like
Who's there to enforce it?
the National Guard.
The National Guard is going to roll out to Frisco and
Yes.
like get in your house.
Yes.
Bullshit.
They're going to arrest you and throw you in jail with everyone else that's going to have.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Give you
They're already like basically distributing the National Guard in strategic places for the United States to go on lockdown.
martial law?
martial?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's not too far off. Them is by the conspiracy theorists, and they've been right all along. So,
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
You're right.
I fucking knew something.
I did see that set that they had out there where they had that fake moon landing years ago.
Ah.
I've been to that.
So I've been listening to Pat Militage's conspiracy farm.
Oh, really? I
And
want to watch
he's on
that.
to- yeah, he's
I didn't
on
know
to
he was
some
into
really
that.
good shit. Yeah.
I hate listening to that shit, but then I like listening to that shit.
Wasn't
Yeah.
he the one that I heard him make
Well,
a comment?
and they're talking about so the stimulus package. Everybody's gonna get $1,000, right? And then they're gonna bail out the airlines and the auto industry. And by the time everything's said and done, the American dollar is gonna be worth shit.
Is that
They're
what,
giving everybody $1,000. If they're just printing more money, then
It brings.
then
You're right. It
Well,
brings the value of the dollar.
It brings
So
the value
Obama
of the
did
dollar
that, didn't he?
to nothing.
he did a stimulus package, yes,
Obama-
and bailed out the
the
auto industry.
auto industry
Right.
and gave everybody
And then they're gonna
$1,000
do it again.
because they got a lot of money, bro. They got money. They got gold. They got all the guns.
The rich people aren't the ones giving away the money.
The government
The government's just
It's your
printing
taxes.
more.
printing more bills. Is that what it is?
It's just printing more.
That'd be pretty cool. I want a money printer.
I don't think it's just coming out of the existing money, out of their funds. They're like,
They go in, they open their vault, and they said, "All right, I'm going to send 1,000 to him, 1,000 to him. How much more do we have left?"
So all the like all the extracurricular, like the gyms, the bars, and all the fun stuff is done. So like my son's baseball,
It'll be
track.
a good while. Before they're saying through the end of April. I think they will continue to extend it as long as
necessary. This is changing. Someone says a daily basis. It's changing hourly of what they're
No
saying.
new cases in China.
right. China's over the curve.
Well,
Yeah, but they're saying
you guys,
no new cases. Like bullshit.
You guys
That
are
shit-
believing what the shit that comes from China?
No. Yeah, I'm not believing it. No new like all of a sudden it just stopped spreading. Like nobody got it again.
Everybody already got it.
Yeah,
When they
everybody
already-
had it.
When China's doctors already knew about it, they were doing testing on it. the Chinese government told them to shut their research down and
Yeah.
to shut up about it.
Yep.
I think it was an
So,
attack.
so are you going to believe that they had no new cases? See, probably everything that's made in China, it was already in there. They infected it in there and they sent it out to us.
That's what they showed on The Simpsons in 1993. I looked back and I watched the episode. Somebody was like, season 4, episode 21 or something.
And how long did it last on The Simpsons? Or was it total annihilation?
Yeah, it didn't last that long.
Hmm.
It'll be here one day. It'll be gone the next.
The Umbrella Corporation.
I think so. After our lockdown, if we go on a 24-hour lockdown, it'll take about a month for us to go back to normal.
This is my favorite song now. The End of the World as We Know It.
REM. REM. Isn't that REM? Yes. I used to hate that song.
Are we doing commercial breaks today?
Please.
Prepare yourselves for a commercial break. This is 5 Fit Radio. We'll be back after these messages.
3, 2, 1. KVGIRadio.com.
Y'all have really just opened my bubble and just...
KVGI Radio brings you conversation and entertainment. Be sure to follow us on social media. Who streams the best talk shows? We do.
You're listening to KVGIRadio.com. Streaming live from the KVGI studios in Frisco, Texas. Live without limits.
Prepare yourself for an entertaining and somewhat informative hour of MMA Talk Radio.
My mission here is to motivate.
Out of the red corner, Joe Show. Out of the blue corner,
All right, guys, thanks for coming back, hanging out. I know y'all ain't got shit to do. You're sitting at home in your pajamas. Nobody's wearing.
I was sleeping, man.
I was trying.
Everybody says, like, keep your regular schedule and wake up at 8 a.m. But I'm like,
Why?
wake up at 8 a.m. so I could do what? What exactly? It's raining. I can't run outside.
Can't even ride my motorcycle.
It's cold. I'm not supposed to go outside. What do I do at 8 a.m.? So I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I woke up today, I would probably slept till like 2. I was like, damn, I got to do this radio show so we can have some sort of, like, normal.
I thought you might just call in because you're afraid to be around us.
But I thought about it.
I was wondering.
Thought about it.
I was like, who's going to call in today?
And then I got so fucking bored all week. I was really looking forward to this show. I was like, if we don't do the show in the studio, then we're at least going to do it at the park or somebody's house. Like,
In the hospital.
we got it. As long as we have internet access,
At
we will
Walmart.
keep the show going.
Yes.
As long as we're all three not sick. If Timbo gets sick, then me and Joe show can carry on.
I mean, we won't do the show on like while I'm laying there with the ventilator on.
Oh, that'll be hilarious. That'd be fucking funny, wouldn't it?
Timbo's final hours.
Beep.
Let's bet. Let's
Also-
take bets.
Let's take bets.
The over and under on when he's going to go.
So
So go out on show.
So everybody's hanging out at home in their pajamas, working from their kitchen table, I'm sure, laptops. The kids are
Got
there.
the kids on the computer.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. I've been getting up and cooking breakfast every morning, working out, in the backyard.
Doing what you can.
Yeah. I've been getting out of the house, though. I've
Yeah.
been riding my motorcycle when I can. There's still a lot of people out.
There
Yeah.
are. I mean,
Yeah.
I took the dog out yesterday.
But in
afternoon. It was beautiful.
comparison,
Yeah.
it's not even close. I've gone to Dallas like twice this week
Mhm.
on missions to my house. I live in Dallas,
Missions.
so it's a mission now because I'm staying at my mom's house and I got to get supplies, and I got all this stuff at my house. So basically, I'm moving all my shit that I need
Yeah.
from my house to my mom's house. So on these missions to Dallas, it's like 5 o'clock when it would normally be 5, 6 o'clock. It'd normally be just stop and
rush
go
hour, yeah.
traffic. There's just steady flow, hardly any cars on the road.
It's
pretty nice.
It's a good time to go back and watch The Walking Dead on Netflix. So start from the beginning. I know I keep talking about it. You got to watch this show. So that's what it's like for us. We've been going out. I've been putting on. Anyways, I'm not going to get going, but I've been having fun with it.
Wait. Joe found a filter.
Yeah.
Something made Joe stop.
Mm. Don't want to get us in trouble.
Check him.
Check my temperature. So, what is everybody doing out there?
They're stocking up on ammo and they're stocking up on food and
Gun
water.
sales. They
Oh
went.
man, I went to the gun store.
There's no guns.
It was a 3-hour wait just to get in that motherfucker.
Did you buy a gun?
I have a couple guns.
And bought some ammo?
I bought some ammo a week ago when I saw like everybody was going after the toilet paper. I was like, fuck that, I'm going after guns. It's time to get ammo, and the toilet paper is that's a smokescreen.
Let's talk about good things. We have I have a lot of comments on here. I got 16 watchers. What's up, y'all? So there's no traffic on 635. That's a good thing, right?
Yep.
Stacy says, I'm seeing neighbors walking dogs that I didn't even know they had. So I have been seeing a lot of people walking their dogs. Like, I didn't know that dude had a dog. So
And the way
the
they-
dog's walking around like, what the hell's out here?
There's outside.
Yeah, there's an outside. What the hell?
And when I took mine for a walk the other day, I mean, people that were out walking, everyone's like waving from, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. And I'm like, I don't know who the hell. My daughter's like, who is that? And I'm like, well, they're staying on that side of the street, which is good, but I have no idea. So everyone's eagerly, they're looking for someone to talk to. They're already going stir crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everybody's looking for somebody to talk to. That's the thing.
Dude, I've never seen so many people walking. Just like I go out, like people are, because we have a walking trail by my house. Man, that thing is packed. There's people jogging, walking, trying to be all with their kids.
It is a good time to spend time with your kids. I mean,
getting in shape for those toilet paper runs.
What's
the deal with toilet paper, anyways?
Most people have to work on a regular basis, right? And your kids are at school or being babysat. Now your kids are at home and you don't have to work. Fucking spend time with your kids. right? This might be some of the last memories you have with them.
I know.
Ever.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna go back to
Damn.
school. You're gonna go back to work, and then you're gonna see each other on holidays. Right?
Life as we know it has changed. Hopefully it'll
For
be
sure.
less selfishness in the world after all this.
I see this bringing out the selfishness in people. The crimes have not even began to start.
But,
Diluted.
but right now, it's bringing out the good in people right now. I mean, there's a lot more people that are going
Right.
out and
Because people have plenty. Because we have plenty.
as soon as we start running out, then
Once our supply gets cut off, then we will have
Who's going to cut it off?
enough. Well, if they give us a 24-hour lockdown, then we're basically we're down to rations.
So go buy
The
your
the
canned-
National Guard will bring by your case of water bottles, and that'll have to last you a week.
Damn. You're scaring
last
me.
time I checked, I still have water in the toilet and the pool and comes out of the faucet. I mean, there's
Chlorinated
plenty-
water.
It kills
I got one of those
bacteria.
survivals. I got one of those
That'll
survival
kill the
straws where you
corona.
just drink a.
That'll kill the corona.
So, Tamika, you think there's less crime coming, people coming together for now, until they run out of toilet paper
Have you
again?
been to Dallas?
They've been to Dallas. They fucking shit up
That's
there.
why you're moving to your mom's right now. We're getting the hell
yeah,
out of
I'm
there.
not going to be out stuck in the middle of Dallas with my son. I feel like I would be fine. I would be able to defend, or I wouldn't mind, going out on my shield. But if I got my kid out there and I can help it, then I'm going to get him out of the major city. Get him somewhere that's less populated where I can, at least stand a fighting chance. Dallas is too many people in one area. All it takes is one person to throw the brick through the window, and everybody follows suit.
Yep.
And then
No more toilet
and then
paper.
it's too late. You ain't getting out of Dallas. Not to scare the people of Dallas. I mean, sorry for you guys.
Fuck, I'm
but-
not going to Dallas.
Hey, that story about the traffic on the freeway just being light, it just got real heavy. Everyone's heading north.
Everybody's I mean, I wouldn't want to be stuck in Dallas with my kid, so I got out of there.
Frisco's not much better. It's crowded up here. There's a lot of people. I went to Walmart yesterday just to hang out, just to see people. Ran into like 6 people I knew. Hey, what's up, bro? We didn't touch each other. We kind of did like the air fives, just, kind of funny. Stocked up on protein. There's no hand sanitizer. You see the guy, there's a bar in Dallas selling like hand sanitizer at the bar. It's like made out of vodka or something. Did you see that?
They're starting to make it in
I'm
different
sure.
places
I'm
too.
sure liquor, like heavy liquors, would definitely kill the virus.
I'm going
Kill every other germ. If you just
What's
wipe
that?
your hands with vodka, you'd probably be fine.
It needs to be a certain proof. It needs to be.
Shit, I'm not wasting
Everclear.
vodka. I'm not wasting vodka on that.
On the virus?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna drink that shit. I'm gonna clean it from the inside.
That makes perfect sense.
Say no to the Negans in the world.
So alcoholics will be fine. They keep drinking liquor.
Man, I've never been so popular. I like my Facebook feed. I started a live.
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting at home. Maybe a few of them are at work.
I'm glad
But,
this thing's working out for you.
Yeah, everybody's. Hey guys.
He didn't have work anyways. He doesn't have a job.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
Joe has lost nothing.
I've been chilling, man. It's just like last month. I've been sitting at home, chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
I
all
do.
been chilling. So since this is, like an MMA show, I think we should talk about the crowdless MMA card or the UFC card in Brazil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was last weekend before they decided they had to go ahead and cancel all the upcoming fights. Freaking main event, Charles Oliveira and Kevin Lee.
I would have lost money because I was going to bet on Lee.
I did too.
I said
You
Charles
did.
Oliveira is going to win this fight. He has too many tools. He's too long. He's got good stand-up and excellent jiu-jitsu. And so what happened was Kevin Lee goes in for an all right shot. It was an all right takedown. And I teach this move. I mean, Oliveira pushes the head to the outside
Uh-huh.
as he locks up the guillotine. And
Choke the shit out of him.
yeah, they go to the half guard, and Kevin Lee does not defend the choke. He does not do anything to defend the choke.
You think he wanted out?
But wait, I think he had a lapse in judgment for.
I think that choke got him
it was
so
too-
tight,
it
so
was-
quick.
Yeah,
Well,
but there was
it did. It obviously did because he didn't even think he tapped.
right.
He
But there
forgot.
was no
'cause-
attempted defense. All
Yeah.
it was let's brace and hold on and hope this ain't tight. You know, like I mean, there's rules when you're caught in a choke, and you follow those rules and you
And you
get
can-
out of the choke. It's like
and you don't follow those
you
rules.
don't follow the rules and you wait and you're going to sleep. So he waited, and it was too late. And then he tapped out of just sheer panic.
And
It
then
was-
he
it was a panic
But
tap.
he didn't think he did.
He didn't know he
remember it.
tapped. Did you? When he got up, he was like, "What? I didn't tap."
I think
He was like,
something
look-
goes through these guys' minds in the moment when they tap, that they feel like if they act like they didn't tap, then they weren't being a bitch because they don't remember it.
I think he was out.
You think that? You think
Because
they
then-
can
I think he
that
panicked.
quickly?
I think it was a panic tap, and I think he did remember, but he was trying to trick himself and everybody else into thinking.
I think
it's,
it was
it's a really weird thing that happens in your mind.
I think it's a
when-
muscle
when
memory
you,
tap,
when you have a panic tap like that.
like a muscle memory
yeah,
tap.
Yeah.
I've never,
I
I
can see
haven't done it in a fight. I haven't submitted in a fight, but I've done it in the gym where you get caught in such a tight choke, and then you panic tap, and it's like, then you're just disgusted with yourself, and you want to act like it didn't happen. You know what I mean?
So who do you think was?
I've had a few nights like that.
Who was? What do you think of the fight before that? Who was winning the fight?
Oliveras.
I felt like Oliveras was
Oh yeah,
definitely getting.
he was
yeah,
piecing him up.
Yeah, he was figuring him out.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was beating him up. Who fought before that? Who was the co-main event?
Gilbert Burns and Maya.
And
I didn't
Damian
watch
Maia-
that. I didn't watch
I
that.
haven't seen Damian Maia get finished like that
He got whooped.
ever. And yeah, Gilbert Burns just passed his guard and do.
And our whole
Bounced his head
conversation
off
about
the
that
ground.
that was going to be a chess match on the ground, and he finishes him with the left, and he stood over him like, all right, we're done, and he's like, wait a minute, no one's stopping this, so we had to jump on him, throw
yeah,
some
to hit him a
donkey.
couple more times. I think everybody was so shocked that Damian Maia got finished like that. It was like, whoa. But I mean, that's what happens when you get somebody that might not be as good as jiu-jitsu, but they're good enough to ward off whatever attacks you have. And I mean, it looked like, didn't he almost submit him with a knee bar at one point?
Yeah, they did do quite a bit of rolling around. I
Right,
mean,
and he basically, showed him like, hey, I can hang with you on the ground, and it's in those scrambles when you beat somebody at their strong suit, then everything else just falls apart.
and when I say they did quite a bit of rolling around, they as much as they could do in one round.
Yeah.
Before he got hit with the left.
I think I went up outside to flip the burgers, came back in, the fight was over. I was like, oh, what happened?
That was the fight before that only lasted 44 seconds.
Yeah, how long the
Who
Maya
was that
fight?
one?
I thought that was round
Maya
one.
It was round one.
It
but
feels
that
like it feels like it was so long ago, even though it was last Saturday.
I watched him again this morning just
Nice.
so I could
Oh.
remember what the hell I needed to talk
Smart
about.
man, smart man.
That was
Who was before that? Marciano.
And that's not how you pronounce it because I sat there and listened to it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to remember that.
Machado?
Mocano.
Macano, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I do remember that fight.
And that one was the
Do
44
you?
second where he got him in the rear naked choke.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the way he took the back on that was so smooth and so fast.
It was very
He basically he faked a shot.
And then
Dude sprawled, and then he
spun around.
on his back. Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, "That's fucking ninja. Like, that's
that was
high level,
it was, yes.
high level shit."
And
right
there was
there.
no one in the audience.
And he says people are gonna remember his name.
Okay, yeah,
You
but
should you get a catchy nickname, and then we'll remember that one. Moicano.
but he was, I believe he was the hometown guy. I mean, he was from that was his city, not just his country.
Yeah,
it was his
he
city.
says, I'm number 5 in the world, and people don't recognize me. I was like, damn, sorry.
What's his
man.
name again?
People don't recognize me.
People don't know my name. They don't know anything.
Yeah.
It was-
So I mean, yeah. Hopefully he gets some recognition going forward. I think he'll get either a co-main event or a big name fight coming up next.
So the rest of that card,
Johnny Walker.
Was this
Got whooped again.
My observation on this one was it was an empty stadium.
Yeah.
How did the fighters react to that? What did they do? The one good thing I heard about, or I didn't hear about after the fights were over, is nothing about the judging, because there were 8 fights that went to decision and 1 that ended up in a majority draw. So there was all these.
And then majority draw. It was 2 rounds to 1, but the last round was 10-8, so it was totally, that made sense. The draw, I had it as a draw.
But my thing is, there was all these fights. Okay, let's say 8 of them that went to decision, with no one there. Were the fighters not as pumped? Were they? How did they go into that? What was their mental state with that? That we had so many.
I don't think so. I think that, if I was there, I would feel like, an American hero. Like, all other sports are gone. It's those fighters are, have the responsibility of entertaining the world, really. Not just America, but the world.
And I believe they did. That's what I sat and watched all Saturday afternoon and evening.
Yeah, light a fire under my ass. I would be like, hell yeah, like, this is what I live for. Like, now more people are watching, not just the normal fans. Everybody's watching because all the other sports are out. Like, everybody that wanted to watch basketball, they're gonna be into the UFC.
Well, UFC is the perfect sport, and boxing for you don't need an audience, you don't need a crowd out there,
right?
You just need to zoom that camera in.
Fight in a
I'm watching it
in a bare room with nobody. It doesn't need to be a venue.
Now, who's gonna screw up their ratings is the WWE, because they're planning on no audiences. And that's just going to be weird, because you're going to see how terrible these actors are that are,
right.
Yeah, they're going to be like, in the cage, and they're bad acting. I like wrestling. I am a fan, but it's going to be weird with no crowd.
Well, that's
cheering.
one thing without the crowd is you got to play to the camera.
Right.
And
are they going to be able to do that?
The way they did that, though, but I even listened to, we sit there and you watch as they're announcing it, and then Bisbing comes in and interviews. And he asks a question, and
imagine the crowd.
And there's times that they have this pause, and I'm like, okay, you don't want any pauses because there's no crowd noise, and there's like crickets, and they I think they learned that quickly, in that, so they
right, and instead of like speaking on the microphone that does the loudspeaker, they should be looking at the camera because they're speaking to America. Change the whole presentation of the show to be more like a TV show rather than playing to the arena.
Just kind of like we do.
Prepare yourselves for a commercial break. This is Fight Fit Radio. We'll be back after these messages.
3, 2, 1. KVGIRadio.com.
Y'all have really just opened my bubble and just.
KVGI Radio brings you conversation and entertainment. Be sure to follow us on social media. Who streams the best talk shows? We do.
listening to KVGIRadio.com. Streaming live from the KVGI studios in Frisco, Texas. Live without limits.
Prepare yourself for an entertaining and somewhat informative hour of MMA Talk Radio.
My mission here is to motivate.
Out of the red corner, Joe Show. Out of the blue corner, Timbo Slice. And your host, Fight Fit Lifestyle founder and UFC fighter, Stephen Ocho Peterson.
All right, so a couple of local businesses that need your support. You know, everybody's hurting from this, but there's some that go above and beyond that I would like to support. Juice Bar in Dallas. The owner, I just posted on my Instagram, literally like put his phone number on there. You call or text, and you place an order, and he'll deliver it Monday, Wednesday, or Friday to your house. You can get juice. You can get, you know, all your immune boosting shots.
That's what you want.
Yeah, that's what you should be having right now. Not the fast food, not the shit food. You should be having real food, and then, you know, immune boosting.
Support
like fruits, yeah.
your local owned businesses, people.
Yeah,
if they're
especially
still
if
open.
they'll go above and beyond for you. Also, Hutchins Barbecue, one of my biggest supporters. Best barbecue in the world. And they will do minimum takeout orders. You can get, you know, a plate of ribs for takeout. Go pick it up at the restaurant. So
you don't have to go in. You don't have to go buy $50 worth, but
Where they,
right, there's no minimum.
There's one in Frisco off of Preston in Maine,
Yep.
and then there's a McKinney one.
There's one in McKinney off of Highway 5 and 380, or like right there off Tennessee.
I'm down for some barbecue today, for real. I've been eating tuna fish and turkey. There's no beef at the store.
Right.
Yeah.
now you know where to get your beef.
Yeah, and some ribs. Man, that sounds good. Who else you got?
Those were the two.
Oh,
and,
just
and, and then, you know, I mean, there's tons of restaurants. Shakertons, they're still doing. They might have just shut down the one in Colony. I know the one in Allen was open until today. But a lot of restaurants are doing takeout. So you can take out your food. You don't have to, you know, go inside. They'll bring it to you curbside, or you can do Grubhub.
But I think people are
Uber Eats.
Now you're having somebody else touch your food, so people are going to shit. I need to get out of the house. I'm gonna go pick up my own food.
Yeah, I would rather go pick it up. I no joke, no fucking joke. I ordered food off of Grubhub, and a Chinese man brought it to my door.
and he was wearing a mask?
No, he wasn't wearing a mask.
How do you know he was
said-
Chinese?
He said, "Give me a 5-star." And I was like, oh shit. So, yeah, we sprayed down the bag before I opened it.
Everything tastes like Lysol?
Sprayed down the outside of the bag.
Oh, gross.
But who cooked it? So you never know. But,
right,
but you just that's why you go with places that you know. I mean, I have a my local place that they're doing pickup, the curbside pickup, EJ Wills and McKinney. So they've been very good about things. They have a lot of people that are there to always support them.
So while you can,
support your local, your regular place that you go,
and save your canned food at home,
because it might get worse.
Yeah, because you might need it, and you don't want to use it all before you need it. Like, continue to
eat your perishables first.
Yeah,
I think
right.
I think a couple of weeks we'll be back to normal.
It'll be at least until the end of April.
You think?
Well, Dallas extended it through April 29th. So They said they're gonna evaluate on April 9th, but I mean this thing ain't gonna just stop unless they do the mandatory quarantine.
So
that's what it would take to really.
all the
stop something
drive-through
like this.
restaurants are still open. Chick-fil-A's and Wendy's and all that stuff. Starbucks.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most of they're open with their drive-throughs, and I wonder how long that they can sustain just that aspect of it. Of what they have limited staff, obviously, to cover just the drive-through.
I'm telling you this: if Chick-fil-A was in charge of doing the drive-through quarantine, man, they'd be busting that shit out quick.
I bet you they're doing just fine because they have all these apps and Uber Eats and stuff. They're probably moving stuff just as fast on a delivery basis.
I bet there's a lot of delivery jobs right now.
Yes.
Delivery jobs.
Yeah. Rather than getting paid to wait tables, people are getting paid to drive food. All the waiters are turning into delivery drivers.
What's good?
See, that's an interesting way to look at it there. Instead of your server bringing it to your table, the servers, you can do curbside pickup, or you do Uber Eats, or you call just the restaurant. Do they have their
Right.
regular server?
Right, but how long can we afford to keep eating out when we're not making money as it is?
True.
So,
That is
True.
very
and,
true.
And when you're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars in the stock market, you say, "Oh shit,
you start laying off employees then.
is that what happened to you?
I ain't saying nothing."
You got that much money, Tim? Damn.
You should have sold.
Sell. So, at least there's the fast food restaurants still open for now. I think we'll be through it a few weeks.
I think in a few weeks we'll have our Khabib Ferguson fight, and we'll have more MMA to look forward to. But as far as like daily life, as far as training in the gyms, that might be a couple months off.
Because that gets people really close contact with each other.
Private lessons.
How are things going to change even after this gets better? Look at all these large corporations that they're having everyone work from home. In a couple of months, they're going to look and say, "Well, why do I have this office building where I bring everybody in when they performed really well at home? I don't have to. I could probably pay them less because they're not driving. I'm not paying for this building. I'm not paying for heating, air conditioning, everything that goes along with that. They have their own computers and all that shit at home, so they might look and say, you know what? The rest of the time you're going to work from home.
Yeah.
It could. There's a lot of things where it could change like that as we move forward.
Yeah, and I mean the corporations are the only people still benefiting, still doing business. They're going to continue to thrive while everybody else gets poorer. So the rich will get richer, and the poor will get poorer.
Damn.
Wow.
Man. Just broke my heart.
What are you? You're going to?
I know it's a grim outlet.
I think I lean more towards the poor. Damn it.
So yeah, I mean
Are you
now's
putting a
a
shout
good
out for
time
Bernie Sanders or
to
what?
move your chips, and that's what I've done. I mean, if you got money in the bank, there's a lot of like stocks that are pretty much bottoming out right now.
Oil.
And now's the time to invest into them, to shoot for those, because when everything goes back up, if you don't have a chunk of that, then you're just losing in this situation.
Yes, you're losing out.
Whereas if you buy in now while everything's just tanked, then when it goes back up, you'll profit from all of this.
When it goes back up to its
right,
even if it goes halfway up to what its normal, what its 52-week
you'll
high
double,
was.
you'll double or potentially triple your money if it ever comes back. But the way America works is they're going to make it come back. You know what I mean?
They are. That's why they're trying to stimulate the.
Otherwise, the corporations can't stay in control. They can't stay. If
the corporations are going to, if we let the corporations fail, they're not going to hire anybody back either.
And then our economy goes to shit. So they will bounce back, or the majority of them. And now's the time when you need to move your chips and just methodically look at which ones are going to give you the best bang for your buck and put a lot of money into that.
You think
so next week we're going to go cover more stock tips.
Yeah.
yeah.
Welcome to the Fight Fit Stock Tip Hour.
Yeah. So you think in the future the handshake is over? There was a reporter I was watching the other day. He was like, "No more handshakes. It's stupid. It's old." You shouldn't handshake anymore. I'm never handshaking people again. The fist bump's the new norm.
And
I'm like, bro, get over
Then
it.
I've heard different things. Where did the handshake originate from?
Where? China?
It was, and I, in Taekwondo.
Hey, that's how we got all the Indians sick when we first got here.
Shook their hands?
In Taekwondo, they would always go like, so you're pushing your sleeve down so you couldn't see anything was up your sleeve. So that's what I heard in that aspect.
Like
but
that.
I also did hear that it was also that to show that I don't have a weapon in my hand. You're reaching out I'm here. I've got nothing in my hand. I come and I
Informative. Where'd you hear that? In Taekwondo?
I heard
Taekwondo
I heard
is
some of that.
I made it up.
Korean.
I made it up.
Taekwondo is Korean. Yeah, Korean Taekwondo. Is Japanese karate. Kung Fu's Chinese. And Taekwondo is Korean.
I believe you are correct.
That's true. That's the fact.
All right.
Yeah.
So no more handshakes. We're gonna do foot shakes.
We're just going to kick each other in the shins.
We're just gonna,
Charles Bird said that's the way I should handshake people now. It's just like Kung Fu chop them.
to the neck.
Yeah, just every time we see each other, like, what's up, bro? That'd be dope, right?
Yeah,
The Joe Show
that
shake.
would be pretty dope. If Charles said you should do it, then
Charles, I have to do it
he's
now.
cool as
Yes.
fuck.
Yeah. I have to do it now.
He's about as cool as they get. So
He is. I'm looking forward for his fights. When's he coming back? He said he's
soon, yeah.
Yes, he said.
He took himself off the injured list, so he's like ready to go. I'm not gonna say everything. That's his own personal stuff to talk about his injuries, but
Right.
he had a little tough streak there, and now
little
he's
dings
ready
here and
to,
there.
So
ready to go
when they do
in and out.
open
of
things
training.
back up, you have the people that were injured that are going to be ready to go. Everyone's going to be chomping the bit, going, I want in, I want in, I want in.
Right.
But I would think the first people in should be the ones that
Lost their opportunity.
Yes. Interesting to find out if I know they didn't.
There's gonna be 2 UFCs a week.
There could be.
They very well could be. They've done that before. International shows. One in America, one overseas. Friday, Saturday.
So do you? Maybe not a good topic, but what the hell? Bellator paid their fighters that were supposed to fight that one. They paid them their show money.
Yeah. They better pay them their show money.
Is UFC paying show money for the London card? I haven't heard anything about that.
Well, they didn't make weight. The thing with the Bellator card is they already weighed in before they canceled the show. So once you weigh in, then you fulfill your first obligation, and then you get paid your show money. If the fight doesn't happen after you weigh in, as to no fault of yourself, then you get your show money. I forget the exact words, but that's what it says in the contract.
That's when reading all the different things, comparing the two, and that.
But
White's this way and Croker did this, but that's
there
I
should
understand
be some sort of they got to have some sort of package, at least for those fighters that had fights booked, if not for all of the fighters, because we can't train. There's no we're not making money in the near future, so this is the time when we should be getting some sort of unemployment or something.
I always thought the fighters, all the UFC fighters, had just been on a base salary plus their fight money.
Right. I mean, even if it was $1,000 a month,
Something.
$2,000 a month, that
Yeah.
would pay the bills in the meantime. That would that would be relatively inexpensive for the UFC to do.
Right.
Because I mean, that's if it's $2,000 a month, that's $24,000 a year.
Yeah.
I make
Right.
way more than that in a fight.
Right.
So that's.
But yeah, I always thought if you got a contract with the UFC, they should put you on a base salary. You're to represent, promote, talk about, go to venues.
Be the person.
Yeah, and put you on a salary. On top of that, you get paid for your fights, and that's where I think it's a little more fair. You should be,
Right, and
they let you keep your medical insurance, right, the whole time.
Yeah, we have a
Big deductible,
pretty good. Not even big. I mean, it's $1,500 deductible, which
for whatever surgery,
which ain't bad.
No, that's not bad
compared
at
to
all.
other insurances. So yeah, we got pretty solid insurance coverage.
So you guys are covered.
I'm
under
really
insurance.
happy with the way they take care of us, but I don't know how unemployment, disability. I'm injured.
So
I'm not collecting a check.
You work for the company? Or you contracted? Or are you a
Contracted.
So
you're not an employee.
you're not an employee, but it's
You're like a consultant.
but it's interesting that you had to have insurance for you because
Right.
usually
It's like a third party insurance.
usually like a contracted employee or person is not going to have any insurance with whoever they're contracted
Right,
with.
and that's
So
how
that's
most
that's a good-
leagues work. But the UFC takes damn good care of us.
That's
so,
good.
Really, really happy to be with them. I just think there needs to be something for this time for all the fighters missing out on pay. Well, that's our show, and we will be back next week. If not in studio, me and Joe Show will meet up at a park or something, and pick dandelions for you guys.
Yeah. Wash your hands.
He's already written me off.
Well, I mean, the way things are going.
The way things are going, Tim.
I mean,
yeah. You're.
Well,
damn it.
we love you, Tim.
Yeah, we love you, bro.
Thank you. I've enjoyed my time here, and see you on the other side.
We'll say, I'll be the keynote speaker at your funeral. I'll do the eulogy.
I'll say something.
All right, wash your
see you next
hands.
week.
Stock up on toilet paper.